So learning for a new day, for a bright future. So learn for life, get ready to learn something useful. So I'm Mr. Ray the teacher. So please subscribe, check out my other social media too. Hit that bell icon for notifications. And if you like this video and it helps you become a smarter person, tell your friends and hit that like icon too. Alrighty, so let's get on with this. Just had my coffee, so gonna be buzzing. So it's social sciences, geography. The topic is basic skills. The concept is climate graphs. Oh my gosh, have I seen really bad ones drawn over my career as a teacher, which nearly spans a decade. Let's go and fix a lot of these problems up. So there you go. Check out my YouTube. Videos are uploaded regularly, so please subscribe, usually on the Tuesday. And you've got some boost ones on Saturday or sporadically other days. Also a patron. This will definitely help out a lot of people, so feel free to spread your thanks through here. And here's some other social media if you just want to keep on top of things. Alrighty, so let's get on with it. Something that will definitely help you out, especially if you're in middle school learning about geography. So the basic skills of drawing a climate graph. So they are a way to show the climate of a particular place over a year. So they have a red line graph, and this shows the monthly temperature. Could be the monthly average temperature, could be the highest one. Just for our sake, we're using the average monthly temperature. And then we've got the blue column graph showing the average monthly rainfall figures. Again, it could be the highest rainfall, could be the lowest rainfall. Just make sure you stipulate it. That means write it down on your graph so we know what you're showing us. And averages are used, in this case, to avoid skews in data. So if you had like this hottest summer in 100 years and you chuck that in, your data is going to get out of whack. So skews in data, want to avoid that, so we get the middle. Some variations include doing it maximums and minimums instead, as I said, and that's what we've got. So when drawing climate graphs, you can separate them or superimpose them. In the graph we will draw, we will superimpose them. This means to put them on top of each other. This is so we can easily see any trends and correlations. So correlations means if one thing has something to do with the other. So, does temperature have anything to do with the amount of rainfall? Does it rain more in winter? This is what we can find out if we see any trends or correlations. That's why it's better to superimpose them. There is no right or wrong way. So actually, until recently, I used to draw them separated until a teacher pointed that out to me. See, so always learning in this profession. So yeah, us teachers are also learning too, to perfect our craft and teach you kids. So let's look at this here. The source is the statistics from the Bureau of Meteorology, Australia. So the results are from Sydney Observatory Hill. I took this photo from the train on my commute. And the site number is 066062. Latitude, according to them, is 33.86 degrees. Longitude is 151.21 degrees east. Elevation's at 39 meters above sea level. Don't forget your units of measurement. And look at this data. What can you extrapolate? There's a big word for you. Extrapolate. Would it be easier if it was a graph? So look here. We've got some months. Then we've got some temperatures, average. And we've got the average rainfall. Average and mean are the same thing, synonyms. And yeah, if I was to go straight away, what's the hottest month? Too late. What's the coldest month? Too slow. What about which month had the most rain? Which one had the least rain? Unless you've got super quick vision, it's really hard because all you're seeing is a table of numbers. And I've color coded them because I'm nice. If they're all black, good luck. So here we go, step by step. How to draw one. There's my singing for everyone. I rhymed the same word. So first you write your title. Remember, we will be getting our information from the table. This is our source. And yeah, climate graph for Sydney. Then firstly, draw the bottom horizontal line. Horizontal goes with the horizon, if you didn't know, left to right. Then divide that line into half. What I'm trying to do is to prevent the bars getting skinnier. How many times have I seen kids draw the climate graph, and you've got, oh, we've got really fat bars up to here. Oh, not much space left, and the remaining months for these bar graphs become super skinny. Not good. Not good. Divide in half, then divide each into 3. Just for context, this is because these will be for the months of the year. You want them to be evenly spaced out. Have each section once again. So, you know, we've divided in half, divided into 3, divided into 3 again. So in essence, you should have 12 columns. This will ensure evenly spaced lines for each month. Start labeling. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That's what these letters stand for, if you didn't know. And if your name's Jason, you're special because you've got your name here. And if your name's not Jason, you're also special because you are. Then draw 2 vertical lines with 1 on each side of the line you just drew there, the horizontal line. And the left is for your rain data, and the right is for your temperature data, or your temperature data, or your temperature data, or Here we go. So average rainfall, millimeters, and average temperature in degrees Celsius. If you're using degrees Fahrenheit, please stipulate that, because 100 degrees in Celsius, or even say 60 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Fahrenheit, big difference. So moving on, label each axis accurately. The increments which they increase by is something you choose. Now, you don't want to be like really zoomed in or really zoomed out. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, cool, we've got enough increments up to here, and then you're leaving this all as blank space. Likewise, you don't want it to go too high up. So just use best judgment, trial and error. Suggestion is just start drawing the lines first, and then have them in between or something, and then just make the increments go by relevant amounts. So don't make them too far apart or too close together. Think of it as zooming in or zooming out. So here we go. I've just drawn them. Say if they're too far apart, just draw a line between them. If they're too close together, just label each second one. Alrighty, so I've drawn these lines here, drawn these lines there. Haven't decided which line means what number or what they are equivalent to. So, for example, by changing 100 millimeters for rain or 10 degrees Celsius temperature for every increment, this will make for a bad graph, too far separated. Use your best judgment. Mine goes by 5 millimeter increments and 1 degree Celsius increments. I'm using these increments because the Celsius, the degrees, there isn't too much fluctuation. If I did it, say, by 10 degrees, we were only within, say, the 10s and 20s. Nothing in the units, nothing in the hundreds. Too far apart. You don't want to be changing by 0.5 degree, 0.5 degree, 0.5 degree, because these lines won't be enough. As for rainfall, 100 millimeter increments is what I go for. So, yeah, cool. 5 millimeter increments, sorry. And I do that because look at the fluctuation. It's about there. Also makes for an easy to understand graph. So here we go. Just going to add them in. 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and so forth. And with my temperature, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and so forth. So here we've got our graph without the data. The graph bit's completed pretty much. How to draw one. The order which you plot your graphs doesn't matter. Just don't confuse them. So as a rule of thumb, do your rainfall column graph first. If you've got a blue pen, use blue. If you've got a red pen for the temperature, use red. You can have spaces between them. I personally don't put them there, but you can. So here we go. Put the columns there. So some people put the numbers on the top just to make it easy to understand. There's no rule for it, but you can if you want to. And then do your temperature line next. Red pen if you've got one. Plot first. Like that. See that? And what do you need next? You need to connect these lines. What do you call that connecting line? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, connect the dots. And we've got, whoa, bar graph, column graph, and a line graph. Now compare the pair. Which one makes it easier to find information? So, what did you learn today? Someone asks you, answer them with this climate graph. Something useful, helps you not waste taxpayer dollars if you go to public school. These climate graphs are essential as they tell us information about the climate. Rainfall is usually displayed and shown through blue column graphs. Temperature is written as a red line graph. And comparisons can be made and trends can be easily seen using graphs instead of looking at numbers in a table. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out my other videos. Also spread the word. Tell your classmates, friends, and colleagues if this video helped you out or helped you learn something. Check out my Patreon and feel free to support me if this video helped you out. And also watching ads helps too. So thanks for that if I've activated them. Also special thanks and shout out to the following people for helping me out. So you got Ms. Byron, Mr. P, and Mr. C, my high school, middle school teachers for geography and the social sciences. And also for Pam for helping out and Nick for helping me out. It was with them and those classes that I had with them that motivated me to make this video. So remember, keep studying, keep learning for a bright future, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye now.